I welcome you all back to another Flutter episode. Today I'll teach you how to make some chips with keys and children. First of all, like in the earlier instances, let's make a new dart. You'll go to lib and press right button and select new and give dart file. We'll call this chip, and inside the chip we'll add our live template. Okay, now first thing is we must make a int counter for our chip. We'll say int counter and make it equals to 0. Then we'll make a list of widget and call it list and make it equals to new list, and we'll give the type widget inside this also. Okay, next thing is let's have a we'll have a method to make a new item of our chip. We say widget new item and this will be a method. Inside it we'll pass a int I, and next thing is we'll have a key. We'll say key equals to new key, and inside it we'll give item $sign and provide ID inside it. Okay, next thing is we make a container, and inside the container we call this container a child and make it equals to new container. Okay, next thing is we'll have our key as key here, and next we'll give some padding. We'll say edge insets dot all and give it padding as 10. Okay, next thing is we'll have a child made. We'll have a chip made. Inside the chip we'll have a label. The label will be a text. We'll have $sign I and provide name here. Next thing, we'll have a delete icon color. We'll have colors dot red for this, and after that we'll have delete button tooltip message. It will be delete. We need a delete method for our application, so here after the widget new item method we'll have a void remove item, and we'll pass a key here, and inside it we'll have a for loop where int I equals to 0 I lesser than list dot length I increment. Okay, next we'll have a widget child equal to list dot element at, and we'll provide I here. Okay, then we'll have if to check the child dot key equals to key, and after that we'll give a set state here. Inside the set state we'll say list dot remove at and provide I inside it. Okay, next we'll say print. We'll use the print method to say removing $sign key dot to string. Okay, we have made our remove item method. Next thing is, inside the new item method we'll have a onDeleted function placed. We say onDeleted and make it equals to with the arrow key to remove item, and inside it we'll give the key. Then we'll have an avatar for our chip. We say circle avatar, and inside it we'll have a background color. We'll give this colors dot gray dot shade 800. After that we'll have a child, a text, and inside it we'll say I dot to string. And after that here we say counter plus plus and increment it, and we'll return our child. Okay, we have made two methods, new item and remove item, for our chip. Next thing is we must have an init state to put our items inside our init state. So here after list we'll have init Now we'll have another method made for onClicked, void onClicked, and inside it we say widget child equals to new item, and we'll provide the counter for this. Next thing is we'll have a set state again, and here we'll say list dot add and provide our child inside it. Alright, now the next thing is we must have an init state for our application. We'll say add override, and after that we'll say init state, and after that inside it we'll say we'll have a for loop made. We'll say int I equals to 0, I lesser than 5, I plus plus. and after that inside it we'll have a widget child equals to new item and provide I inside it, and after that we'll have list dot add our child inside it. So all of our methods which are needed for this application have been built so far. So now it's time to add them to our body and our app bar. So here after the app bar, after the app bar we remove this, and here we'll have a floating action button. We say floating action button, and inside it we'll have a on pressed. The on pressed will be our on click method, and after that we'll have a child, an icon. We say icons dot add, okay, and after that we'll have our body. And after the floating action button we'll have our body. The body will be a container, and inside it we'll have a padding. We say edge insets dot all 32.0, and we'll have a child, a center child, and inside it we say we'll have another child called column, and inside it as children we'll give our list. So this is the app so far that we built. Now let's run this app and check it inside our mobile phone. For that we say run here, and we wait till it builds. Now what we see here is our application we built so far. Here we have some chips and their children, a 0 name here, a 1 name here, a 2 name here, and 3 name here, and a 4 name here. We can add other chips to this, and we can even remove them from our list. So this is how our application works when we made a chip with keys and children. We can add new children to our chip. So these chips are what we built so far. So they are functioning very well, and we can see that we can remove and add more chips to our application when we press the floating action button and when we press on the delete icon for every chip. So that's the application we have built so far, and I hope you got a clear understanding on how to build this app inside your phone. Okay, now let's move on to the next step. Now let's move on to the next step and build a pop-up menu button inside our application. First we go to lib, select new and select dart file, and we'll give this pop up as the name. And after that we'll have our type template implemented inside our application. Next thing, we start building our application. First it needs an enum. We say enum, and we'll have enum as animals. and after that we'll have our names: cat, dog, bird, bird, fish, and lizard. Okay, we'll place this. We'll cut this from here and paste it here. Next thing is we'll have our animals as selected equals to animals dot cat. Then we'll have string value equals to make a selection. Next thing, we'll have a list. We'll say list, and inside it we'll give pop up menu entry, and we pass our type as animals and make this and name items and make it equal to new list, and here we'll copy this from here and paste it here. Now we have made our animal list. Next thing, we'll make a method for our own selection. We say void on selected, and inside it we'll have our animals as animal, and after that we'll give our set state to this. So selected will be equals to animal, and value will be equals to you selected $, you selected $. We have to make another method for this before adding this line. We say void, we have a string method. We say string get display, and here also we pass our animals as animal to this, and inside it we'll have a int index equals to animal dot toString dot index of, and here we'll give a pattern like this. Then we'll increment index, then we'll return animals dot toString dot and make a substring out of it and pass the index to it. Okay, now here inside our onSelectedAnimal method, Here we say get display and pass our animal to it. Alright. Next thing is we must make a init state. Here we'll give an init state, and inside it we'll have a for loop for animals. We'll say for, and inside it we'll say animal in animals dot values. This is how we make a enhanced for loop inside Flutter. So here we say items dot add and provide a pop-up menu item to this. So here the child will be a text, and inside the text we'll say get display and provide the animal to it. And we'll close this from here, and after that we will give a value after this we'll have a value, and we'll give the value as animal. We'll pass animal to this as the value. Now for the final step we must go to our body. Here inside the container we'll remove all this code. No, we'll remove only the children and the column widget, and here we say we'll have a child called a center child, and inside the center child we'll have another child, a row, and inside it we'll give some children. Inside the children we say container, and inside the container we'll add some padding. We say padding edge insets dot all 5.0. Next thing, we'll have a child here, a text to display our value. Alright. Next, we'll have a pop-up. Next, after the container, we'll have a pop-up menu button. And inside it, first of all, let's remove item builder from here first, and we'll provide a comma here, and inside the pop-up menu button, before that we'll give this a type as animals, and inside this we say child and provide an icon for this. Icon will be icons dot input, and next thing we'll have initial value placed. We say initial value as animals dot at. Next thing we'll have onSelected method placed here For the onSelected, we'll pass our onSelected method which we made. Then finally, the item builder will be a build context item build context and inside it we'll return our items. Alright, we have made our application for our pop-up menu button. Now it's time to run this inside our phone and check the output. I hope you understood how we made this, and let's check this inside our phone. We must press run popup.dart. Here is our application which we built so far. You can see that there's a text place, you selected cat, and there's a button, a pop-up menu button. When you press it, we get our selection cat, dog, bird, fish and lizard. We can scroll down inside our list and we can select items. When we select dog, we say you selected dog. When we select bird, we say you selected bird. And when we select fish, you see you selected fish. And when we select lizard, we say you selected lizard. So this is how we make a pop-up menu button inside our application. So till here I have taught you how to make a pop-up menu button in Flutter, and I have taught you how to make chips, keys and children in the previous topic. So I hope you got a clear understanding on how to make a pop-up menu button and chips, keys and children inside a Flutter application. So today's lesson is over. I'll see you in another lesson another time. Until then, goodbye guys, and please take care.